Imagine waking up to an explosion in your neighborhood. If Dominion Energy is allowed to continue construction on the Atlantic Coast and Mountain Valley pipelines, the gas line explosion in San Bruno, California could happen in Shenandoah Valley. In a previous story for Breaking Through News, I interviewed Bath County homeowner Bill Limpert. He was among the protesters at Dominion Energy's Verona office, speaking out against the Atlantic Coast pipeline.
The pipeline would take private property by eminent domain, and it's a profit-making company, a multi-billion-dollar company, in fact, that would take thousands of people's private property through eminent domain. There's numerous other injustices. Damages from blasting and from a pipeline could damage water supplies for up to 8 miles away from the pipeline. As far as we know, Dominion's only liable for damages 150 feet from the pipeline. Well, the pipeline, if it broke, would cause a huge explosion. The blast zone for the pipeline, in which everything would be demolished, is 2,200 feet wide. Our house is within 675 feet of the proposed pipeline.
In a recent report released by an environmental consulting firm, Downstream Strategies, which revealed the pipelines could pollute groundwater, which supplies more than 2 million Virginians with drinking water. The report was done for the Natural Resources Defense Council, which is a federal environmental organization. A narrator read Limpert's response to the report's findings.
The Atlantic Coast Pipeline would threaten my drinking water well and many others in a sensitive karst area where water can be very difficult to keep free of contamination. Without clean drinking water, my property and others could become worthless. I urge Governor Northam to follow through on his pledges to science and the law. Take a hard look at this newest science on the risks to drinking water and then take whatever steps necessary to protect us from this project.
Amy Mall is a senior policy analyst with NRDC.
Some of the activity that's already started with both of these pipelines, which is basically tree clearing, we're already seeing some concerns about, in particular, in Franklin County, Virginia, there was just a lawsuit filed this week where some of the landowners are very concerned that because the activity associated with the Mountain Valley pipeline has not been done in a way that would protect their water source. There's been a lot of mudslides that have happened from the preparation phases.
She says they are waiting on Virginia's Governor, Ralph Northam, to keep a campaign promise regarding Dominion's pipelines.
Governor Northam has said that he wants to do an in-depth analysis, an individual analysis of each site where there's a water crossing, for example, a river or a stream where the pipeline would cross, but that hasn't been done.
She says she would like to see all parties involved in the construction of the pipelines take safety precautions for Virginia residents and wildlife.
The Virginia Department of Environmental Quality should be doing what it can to follow the science and the law to protect water in Virginia, including groundwater, but we don't think the agency has really done its job as thoroughly as it should be. And so the Water Board, which is a separate entity, has said that they want to take another look, and they're giving the public an opportunity to weigh in. So we don't think that analysis has been done, and that's what needs to happen next.
Elaine Rackley for Breaking Through News.